Good evening, dear students and colleagues. My name is Olivera Stankovic. I teach public speaking at LaGuardia Community College in New York City. I proudly announce a wonderful project that we implemented this semester, spring 2021. Let me share my screen. This is our syllable, and the topic is Tourism Marketing in Post-Pandemic Market, research theme, establishing consumers' trust and revitalizing tourism business under the pandemic pressure. Faculty involved in this cooperation are Ilona Maskova, adjunct lecturer in travel, tourism and hospitality, LaGuardia, myself, and Milena Lukšić-Đurović, senior lecturer of English Language, University Mediterranean in Montenegro. Our assistant was Professor Julia Alia. She helped us with her students who were volunteering for this project. Students were assigned to make an interview with a hotel manager, a small business owner, or employees in those facilities. We also gave them prompt questions, so each group were able to choose one of these questions and answer, and discuss in groups. Right now, give you a little surprise. You're going to watch a nice video podcast that our students made. Special thanks to volunteer students from Professor Juliana Alia's class. Special thanks to IT guy, Philip, who was also participating in our previous COIL project from Montenegro, and Joanne, who was my previous student from public speaking class, who also volunteered for this class, and she was my teacher assistant. Thank you so much, and I hope you'll enjoy watching our podcast.
Hello.
How are you?
Hi, how are you?
I'm calling you in regards to the interview that I'm going to be taking for my public speaking class.
Okay, no problem.
Do you mind introducing yourself to the class before we start the interview?
Sure, no problem. So my name is Melissa Rufine. I'm a hotel manager at the One Hotel in Brooklyn.
Awesome. So we're going to start the interview. The first question is, how does the pandemic drive change in consumer behavior, and what strategies can tourism companies use to keep up with new consumer demands?
Well, at my hotel, we incorporate many different changes to help tourists and travelers feel comfortable and at home.
What kind of changes did you incorporate?
For starters, we were all retrained in hospitality, everything from how to greet the guests to how to address the guest needs and how it changed because of the pandemic. We no longer shake the guest's hand, and we try to limit any close contact as much as possible.
Has this approach worked? Are you guys busy?
It has definitely worked. We were running at only 10% capacity last year, and this year we're already exceeding 100%, so it's quite busy. We thought that guests would be annoyed with all the extra procedures, but instead they're very appreciative. We also have to take measures to increase sanitation and disinfecting. For instance, we have to constantly change gloves, we have to wipe down the surface, and then redo this when we are done dealing with the guests. So we can help, so we can help another. This all takes time, and the guests have been very understanding so far.
Have the guests come to expect different things than before? Like, do they always want certain things to be done now because of the pandemic?
Yes, I would say so. Most guests expect a very clean room. There are pressure before the pandemic to have clean rooms, but now even something as minor as a dust speck will be called out to the hotel staff. The pressure to be spotless is very intense. Guests also expect social distancing and will make a comment if you're accidentally too close to them.
Why would you be too close to them?
Well, it gets a little crowded on the weekends, so you always have to try to tell your staff to make sure that all guests that are there are still following the procedure of the six foot social distancing.
And if you don't mind me asking, how has COVID affected you? And are you vaccinated? And if you don't mind me asking, what is your current opinion over vaccination?
COVID has not impacted me or my family, so I'm very lucky in that regard. And I'm fully vaccinated. I think everyone should be vaccinated, especially if you're traveling and staying.
Hello, everyone. We did an interview on a question discuss considerations regarding employees and customers' health and safety guidelines and compliance. We interviewed a Chinese takeout in Manhattan, and they have answered the following. They have installed plastic screen from the ceiling to the floor so that there is absolutely no direct contact between the customers and workers. They have installed a wooden drawer to collect money and credit card. They have removed all dining tables and chairs, absolutely no sitting down at all. All the sauces are in the dining area and self-service by the customers. 6 feet distance stickers marked on the floor. Workers are required to wear gloves and masks at all times. Deliveries goes to the outside backyard, sanitized before bringing to the kitchen. Deliveries are left by the customer's door, credit cards only for deliveries. Delivery guys are required to wear mask and facial covering all the time. Workers are temperature checked every day. Every 2 weeks or so, COVID testing is needed. Common areas, work areas are frequently cleaned and sanitized. Thank you for listening.
My colleague Ivan here from Slavia Budva Hotel Reception will answer our question about the consumer's behavior and what strategies do companies use to keep up with the new consumers' demand.
Because of COVID-19, our customers want cheaper service and they would like to postpone the period of checkout. Also, they expect that rooms are free and clean 2 days before their arrival. Some of the suggestions are technology innovation for receiving guests in a faster way, developing applications for menu and prices because they wouldn't like to be in a contact with paper menu touched by everyone.
So you say that the accent is on the hygiene and generally that the number of guests was getting less in these last 2 or 3 months.
Yes, you're right. That's it.
Okay,
That's it.
Great. Thank you very much
You're
for your
welcome.
time.
Hi guys, so we're here at Casa Ora and I'm here with Ivo Diaz, owner, and we want to know what regulations has he implemented at the restaurant in regards to COVID and how to handle customer service and how to deal with the new regulations and his employees.
Hi, my name is Ivo Diaz and I'm the owner at Casa Ora. A few of the regulations that we have to implement due to COVID was, well, first of all, keeping social distance, 6 feet apart. It has not been an easy task to do since you lose a lot of your tables on the floor. We have to create and build custom design shields to separate people, plastic dividers. That's on the inside. On the outside, as well as creating a whole entire tent for our roadway seating, we have to implement our contact tracing, asking people, every single person, for their phone number, which is in some ways a little bit invasive, but also it helps protect the community. As well as, in between tables, always taking about 5 to 10 minutes to clean every single table and have to ask people when they come in the door for their phone numbers, check their temperatures, give them sanitizer before they can enter our premise. Moving into the tables and then switching from one table to another, I think has been a challenge just because our restaurant doesn't smell like food anymore. It smells like bleach or Windex or any antibacterial detergent that we have to use to make sure that the restaurant is clean. But apparently people like it, so that's a positive thing. Other than that, just following the CDC guidelines with the health department. We get emails every single week on the new regulations, and we try to follow us as much as we humanly and possibly can.
Hello, My name is Emina Mulic and I'm Hotel Hoti manager. Now I will introduce you to some measures we have taken to combat the spread of coronavirus. We have taken some really strict measures to clean and disinfect all rooms every day. Only a certain number of our guests are allowed to have their entrance temperature checked every day. This pandemic has really changed our customer experience, and now they expect some really high level hygiene everywhere. So we will do anything in order to provide a clean space for our customers. We seal the rooms after cleaning, put stickers on doors to assure our customers that no one was there after cleaning. Also, our guests are required to wear a mask in all public areas, and the pool we have can accommodate 15 guests. So they will also have to maintain their physical distance. Also, we use one-way routes to avoid contact between staff and consumers. We use these one-way routes around the dining rooms to provide this physical distance, and of course our guests must submit a negative PCR test or a proof of vaccination before arriving at the hotel, and children under the age of 15 are not obligated to do so.
Hello everyone, my name is Jelena and I'm a local lounge bar owner here in Podgorica in Montenegro. So our primary guests are city locals, though we also have a lot of foreigners who drop by, mostly Russians and Turks. As far as consumer behavior, it definitely changed. Montenegrin population was definitely badly hit by the pandemic, so there was a lot of people who lost their jobs or their salaries were reduced, so they had less money to spend in bars and pubs. We have pretty much the same guests on a regular basis, but they spend far less here than what they used to spend before pandemic, so it's not even close. Foreign guests are always the big spenders, but their numbers are pretty low because of the restrictions. That would be on the financial side. Situation is getting better, I must say though, because we also have a following on Instagram where we promote our COVID protocols in the object. The place is cleaned on regular basis. Tables are 2 meters next to each other. Also, all of our staff is taking it very professional to keep in check with the state protocols. So this is definitely a way for us to send a message to our guests that they will be safe here and that they will enjoy their time also. So that would be all, I guess. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Milena Lukšić-Đurović. I'm professor at the Faculty of Tourism, University Mediterranean in Podgorica, Montenegro, Europe. If you ask me what I think about this project, I think it's a great journey of discovery. We discovered each other's Montenegrin and USA cultures, but also we realized that we uncovered certain aspects in ourselves that we weren't unfamiliar with. This is also a journey of collaboration. Our students came together to build skills which could be only built in collaboration with each other. So yes, they got the topic, which was really up to date, marketing in tourism in COVID times. They came together to gather the evidence, to discuss the evidence, to analyze facts and figures, to draw conclusions and discuss them in their respective groups. I also met two outstanding professors, Ilona Maskova and Olivera Stankovic, whose enthusiasm was infectious. They're so creative and above all hardworking, are very genuine professors that I had a chance and opportunity to collaborate with. And as it was proved many times before us, miles that separate us are nothing compared to what unites us. So once again, Professor Olga, thank you very much for bringing us together.
The COIL program not only provided an opportunity to meet and collaborate with international students and learn about a foreign country and its history, but also deepened their understanding about the value of one's unique identity. This was clear from the abundance of spontaneous collaboration, where students proudly shared images that have special meaning to them and that symbolize their culture. They were stories and sentiments, as well as future aspirations and plans communicated across borders. Because the project was centered around a topic that many feel strongly about, a post-pandemic tourism, the discussions were passionate and genuine. During the weeks of collaboration, we observed the development and advancement of real-life skills, such as an effective negotiation tactics, time management, self-assessment, how to best fit in a group, and what role to assume. Some of the feedback we have received praised the project as a virtual travel learning journey. In conclusion, we have all enjoyed and learned from the COIL experience. We believe to have erased any cultural boundaries.